are new. And if you are, my name is Tyshika, and we're coming back to YouTube after 2 years. Those words feel so crazy coming out of my mouth. I just kind of want to do a sit down talking video for this because it has been so long and I kind of didn't want to just be up and moving around because I want to just focus on you guys. And so this is going to be quite a long video. So grab your popcorn, grab a drink, and let's talk about my life. If you are new here, because I have grown my platform over on TikTok and on Instagram. My name is Tyshika, I'm 23 years old, and I am a content creator. I like to say that I have a versatile niche because I don't really want to be confined to one specific niche, but I do a couple of different things. I'm also married and I have a really great family, and that's just a little bit about me. But before we get into the video, I just want to say that I miss you guys so much, and I'm just so happy to be back doing long form content because I have been doing short form content for quite some time now. So you guys, make sure you just show your love and like this video, comment down below, share with your friends, just do everything, and make sure you subscribe. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing is my inconsistency. I was so inconsistent with my posting, and it wasn't even with my posting, it was just more so my editing style too. Like my editing was different, and I love different. Like my mind is so creative all the time. I'm always thinking of different things, but I still needed to tie something to me. I feel like if you go back and look at my videos, they were just so much over the place, different intros. Like the style was just, do you want to be clean girl? Do you want to be like just out there doing the most? Like I did not know what I wanted. Obviously from 2 years ago, I have definitely did a 360. Like I've changed so much, and I can't wait to just communicate that with y'all and let y'all see how I've changed over time. So I actually have a couple of points right here that I want to make. So 8 years ago, I made one video, and I've been doing this for 8 years, right? I've created videos over the past 8 years. 7 years ago, I made 3 videos. 6 years ago, I made 2 videos. 5 years ago, I made 2 videos. 4 years ago, I made 2 videos. 3 years ago, I made 3 videos. 2 years ago, I made 2 videos, and that was a total of 15 videos. Being a content creator, I know that I have to be more consistent than that. I just kind of want to get away from the posting only 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. So at that point, I was just so inconsistent that I was just like, whatever, like it is what it is. It takes me to my next point of why I stopped posting was because I got so burnt out. During that time, I was in college. Y'all haven't seen me for a long time. I'm out of college, like been there, done that type thing. I was trying to post all the time while doing school and working too. I was full-time too, working at Cracker Barrel, being a server. So working full-time, being a student full-time. I even took classes during the summer. So I was just so busy that I was to the point where I was just burnt out, just completely burnt out. And then also just being kind of insecure about a lot of things. I was just talking to my husband about the fact that I think for so long I was trying to do things that like I was seeing other people do. And it got to a point of where I really just cared about virality. Like I didn't care about just putting myself out there and doing the creative things that I had in my mind, and just more so trying to just focus on becoming famous or gaining some type of attention. And that's not where I am currently now with content creation. Like I just want to be creative with my mindset, obviously make the coins from it, but I just think I'm in a totally different mind space when it comes to content creation. And yes, I've gotten older and that has developed, but also over time, just working with my short form content, I've just noticed that I've grown a lot, and I'm actually very proud of myself. And I honestly couldn't have done it without my husband's support, people around me that supported me on my TikTok and my Instagram platforms. Overall, you know, the Lord is helping me also with that, because I dealt a lot with just insecurity, and I would look at other people and just they're doing really great in YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, and then I would just look at that and say, well, that's just not me. And so I don't know, I think for some time I got so, during the time of being burnt out and being insecure, it just, both of those combined, it just not made me want to do YouTube anymore. So I'm definitely out of that, and I've been out of that for quite some time. I just haven't gotten back into making a video. And I honestly was gonna create one, I want to say it was the year before last, actually. I was going to create a video, and I filmed it and everything, but I just never posted. And I did it on my new camera. I had got a new camera 2 years ago. I just recorded it and I just never posted because that insecurity had came around. I didn't think it was good enough, but if I'm happy with it, then that's it. You know, I also want to cater to my audience as well. And so I do want to make things for my audience that you guys love, but I also want to still stay true to what I love too, and my creativity. And another reason why I stopped making YouTube videos back then was because I didn't understand content the way that I do now. Again, going back to the virality thing, I didn't understand that this wasn't a get viral overnight, get rich type thing overnight. This was more so, you know, being creative. And obviously now, like, I'm not at the point where I want to be, because I was kind of inconsistent with that too. But ever since I moved, and we'll get into that later, I've been doing more content. I'm not at the spot that I want to be, but I've gotten some type of collaboration, whether it's gifted or whether it's just a very small payment. I've gotten something. And so I think that it's so important to find the joy in just the smaller things, because I think we can, as content creators, look at the bigger things and like, I want to do this dream collab, I want to have this amount of money, I want to make a lot of people on TikTok right now 10K a month, this and this. I think that it's good to have those goals, but when it just becomes solely like your focus, and you're just at that point doing it for the money or the views, and not more so because you love it, and that's where I feel like it becomes dangerous. I'm just saying that to say, like, I was just in a spot where I wasn't just like loving content. I was more so just doing it because I knew I wanted to go viral. I knew I wanted to have the money. I think that I'm in a different mind space now, and I love doing what I do, and I love creating content, and I love the fact that I get rewarded from that by getting those small payments, or getting the gifted collaborations, whether it's a big or a small brand. And so I know more is coming for me. I know the Lord has more coming for me, but that is just where I was and why I stopped posting. So the last time you guys seen me, I actually had my anniversary trip, and we went to Panama City Beach, and that was incredibly fun. Since then, my husband and I have been going to the beach for every anniversary trip that we have. But you know, some tough times came along. I want to use this part to just tell my testimony for people that may have went through the same thing, or somebody that is going through the same thing. We took our trip, everything happened, you know, there was some kind of worriedness going on like every month over some things that were happening. I don't want to talk too much about it, but we got to a point where eventually we had to make the decision to leave from where we were, and we stayed with my in-laws for a while. They were so kind enough to let us stay with them for a while until we found the next place where we wanted to live, and that's another part I'm going to get into later. But we went through a lot. We went through quite a bit, and so then after about last year, we my husband got into a car accident, and that was very scary at the time, and our car was completely totaled. We didn't know really when we were gonna get another car. Like, my husband was working. I don't know if at that time I was trying to find work. Well, I don't remember. That time was like a lot, and we had like a lot of close people to us like pass away and things like that. So it was a tough time, and then there's still some times now where like I think about a lot of those things, but I'm just glad that we have the Lord on our side, and he's just been helping us. and just really giving us peace every day, enjoy every day. Because a lot of the things that my husband and I went through were difficult, especially for how young we are. But I do understand that everybody goes through something at some point. And so I feel like that right there was just a season of just a lot of trouble. But I am just declaring now that we're out of that and that we are moving forward. And we are moving forward, and I'm just so glad that the Lord has had his hand over our life, you know, in our marriage this whole entire time. Because I feel like, and I even told my husband this, that I feel like there has been like some type of spiritual warfare going on ever since we've gotten married. And I know that the devil does not want to do anything more than to kill, steal, and destroy even a marriage. And so I think that was taking place, but I just declare and I speak that he will not have control over my marriage, because the Lord does. And so I just wanted to tell y'all a short little testimony that just because things have happened and things are happening in your life, and you can't quite see what's the end of the road, just know that the Lord is there, and that there are brighter days coming. And we're still in a you know, spot where we're trying to just figure everything out, but things are a lot better than what they used to be. And so I just thank the Lord that, you know, we've gotten past a lot of this stuff. And I just want you guys to know that the Lord is there. You have to talk to him. You can't hear him if you aren't talking to him. You have to pick up your scripture, read it, meditate on the word, because that is something that's been helping me. And I'm sure that's been helping my husband. It's just meditating on the word. And the more I read my scripture, the more when I get into those situations where I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, I'm thinking about things that have happened in the past, I remember what I read. It kind of helps me during those times. So that's just something that I have to say about that. And I'm so happy to see where the Lord is going to lead us. So leading me into the next part of this video is a marriage life update. Currently now, like I said, my husband and I are doing really good. My husband is great, and he's always there for me when I need to talk to someone. And we've just been really good lately, and that's my man. That is my man. We actually are going on 4 years this year. July 4th will make 4 years that we've been married. Again, y'all, big drastic change. We've just grown closer, I feel like, over time, based off of things that we went through together. I feel like bonded us more together, and especially have made us come together and go to the Lord about a lot of things. Because I think it's so easy, and especially for us when we first got married, and even, you know, recently, like maybe last year or a little bit over last year, how you can go and pray, and then your spouse can go and pray, or your partner can go and pray, and you know, you guys aren't really coming together. And so I thought that that was something that we were lacking at one point, and we do that more now. And so I think it's important, because I just think that it strengthens you guys and it makes your marriage stronger. So that is something that we've been doing, and something that I love. And of course, I love just having, you know, the time between me and the Lord, but I also think that praying with my husband, and not even think, I know that it's just really good for me, and it's really good for my marriage. And yes, some things that we kind of enjoy doing together recently has been like going to the park. We love watching TV, watching movies together. Our show that we actually just finished and waiting on the next season, we watched Night Agent. And we've also been watching Cross and then Paradise. So y'all, they're pretty good. We've been really enjoying doing that. We play Uno a lot. I beat him more and he beats me. I just really enjoy my time with my husband. Like, he's like my best friend, and so we're just like always doing things together, trying to find new things to do. Like, I just really enjoy being with him all the time. And some dream places that, again, y'all, like, I got a whole list. Like, I just want to update y'all, like, on everything, because I know I have been gone a while. This is why I said to grab y'all a drink and some popcorn, get you a little snack, because y'all, I'm only on number 3 and we have 7 to go. So anyways, we have thought about dream places that we want to go. One of mine is Paris, and so that's where I want to go. My husband really wants to see the Lakers play before LeBron retires. It would be really great if I could work with a brand and they could like fly us out or something, or we can, like, I don't know, get tickets or something. But I think those are like 2 places that we really want to go together. I do know for a fact though, we want to go out the country, like at least take 1 trip out the country. And I was just telling him this too, which leads me to my next point, is kids. Like, I want to be able to travel out the country once before we have children. And, you know, obviously I want to, you know, be in a better spot than we are now, which we're in a great spot now, but I want to be in a better spot before we have kids. And just enjoy more time with my husband. Like, and that's another thing, like, I look at so many of my friends from high school and a lot of other people, and they're like having babies like left or right, and it's like, you know, kudos to you. And I love children. I really do desire to be a mom one day, but I just want to be able to spend more time with my husband because of how much stuff we have been through together. Just to be able to enjoy at least, you know, 1 trip out the country, and just have fun, because, you know, we are still pretty young, and I just really desire to do all the dreams with my husband. But, you know, I've always said whatever happens, happens, but I'm just really focused on us taking that first trip and obtaining the goals that we have set in place before we decide to do that. So as I mentioned earlier, we have moved, y'all, and we are no longer in Montgomery. From this, what's the last time y'all see me? I was in Montgomery, and we are no longer in Montgomery. Neither are we no longer in Talladega, right? Because remember I said that we went and stayed with my in-laws for a while. We're no longer in Talladega. We have moved, and that is how good the Lord has been to us. We actually moved, what was that? February, January, February, March, April. And about the end of this month makes 3 months since we moved, because we moved here February. So we've been here 3 months, right? And solely for the purpose of a career change that I wanted to do. And I'll talk about that more as well. But we moved here for a career change that I wanted to do. And it's been great. I love Huntsville. I do. I think that there's so many things to do here and so many food spots that I just really like. I tried everything that I've tried since being here. I've tried sushi for the first time, Rock and Roll Sushi. Y'all, in love. Shrimp tempura roll. I love it. I've also tried Drake's. Really, really good. They have really good sushi as well. And they have really good burgers too. What else have I tried? I tried Carrabba's for the first time. Apparently Montgomery used to have it, but not while we were there. So I finally got to try that. And I'm trying to think. I tried Cheddar's. Cheddar's was pretty good. I like it. When we went though, there was something that happened, but they have really affordable prices, so I'll be back. Also recently I've tried the Flying Biscuit Cafe, and if you go on my TikTok or my Instagram, you'll see the kind of review thing that I did. So those were, like I said, Huntsville has quite a bit of things to like eat here. Oh my goodness, y'all, sorry. Huntsville has something like every week. I follow this page on Instagram and they literally have stuff like every single week to do. maybe not something that I would like really enjoy. Some things I would really enjoy, but I mean, for the most part, they have quite a bit of things that like I would do personally, and I'm sure my husband would do personally too. But we're like foodies. We like to go out and eat new foods and try new foods. So I don't know, but I do want to start doing more things like activity wise, because I just want to be outside a little bit more. And the big question is, this somewhere my husband and I want to stay long term? No. I really do love being here. I will say for now, I really do. But as a long-term thing, no. And we've already been talking about how we kind of want to just go somewhere else, and we have somewhere in our mind where we want to go. But I just not want to speak on that right now. Honestly, gotta pray on it some more too. Like, I don't want to make a decision where I don't want to move somewhere where the Lord doesn't want us to be. Oh, my legs are like falling asleep. I just want to talk to y'all a little bit, and this is also going to be like a pretty lengthy part because I have just like a lot of things to say about it. I think it's going to be pretty lengthy. It may not be, but I have a lot of things to say. So first things first, like I said, we were going to talk about the reason of why I moved here to Huntsville, and one of the things was to be a real estate agent. I went and got my real estate license. I finished college in 2024, December 2024, and I was going to go to law school, but the more that I studied for the LSAT, the more I was like, no. Like, I am not going to go spend thousands of dollars at law school and take this test. Like, I had this whole goal of like going to Florida, like going to law school in Florida. Absolutely not. I found out that that's just not something that I want to do. So I ended up just completely scratching law school off, and it was so crazy because like that's what I went to school for. I had my mindset on it the whole time, and at the end the Lord was like, no. Like, I even had confirmation that that isn't something that the Lord wanted for me. I left that, and then I got my substitute license, and so I subbed for a little bit in Montgomery, and then when we ended up leaving and to go to Talladega, I ended up just subbing in Talladega for a while. It was great. I love the kids. I mean, obviously there's some grades for that I'm just like, no, like I wouldn't. And I actually ended up almost being a teacher, but during the time I didn't know if that was something that I wanted to do long term, and I didn't want to make the mistake of going back to school because I had got a job offer to be a teacher at a school, and I just wasn't quite too sure if that was something I wanted to do long term. So I just didn't take the job because one of the requirements for the job was to go back to school for teaching to get my certification or whatever. But I just ended up still subbing. I really love subbing. That's something that I really wouldn't mind picking up a shift and doing, like, to this day, even if content creation did take off for me, because I love kids so much. And I just really love being there and helping the little ones, like, learn their ABCs and learning math, and just, it really makes me happy. And so, yeah, I think my favorite grade would probably be kindergarten. Because pre-K, they're like babies. And like, it's a lot of crying. Don't get me wrong, kindergarten is a lot of crying too. But I prefer that. And like first grade, like they got a little mouth on them. First and second grade, first and up, they have like a mouth on them. But I really enjoy just being around like the babies. I've done it with like the 12th graders and like the 6th graders, the 8th grader. Like that's not my cup of tea right there. It's just not. Like, it was even weird, like during the time of subbing for 12th graders, like I'm like a year or two older than some of y'all, and for me to be telling y'all what to do, it kind of felt weird. So I was just like, no, I don't really like this. But I do love being around the kids, and so for a while, yeah, like I for sure was subbing, and I loved every single bit of it. And it wasn't, you know, some of it's kind of a little bit inconsistent too if you're not on like a long-term sub type situation. And I did at one point get on a long-term subbing type thing, but it can be inconsistent because some teachers aren't always out. Like, so there may be shifts here and there, and it's like, you know, you need the money. So I can't really go off of picking up a shift here or there. But at the time I couldn't anyways. And I didn't want to. So I ended up just going and working at Cracker Barrel again. Like, I had left for a while because of school and everything. And so I went back to working at Cracker Barrel, you know, in the area where I was staying at the time. And then when I got my real estate license, and I have just become a real estate agent now. But I'm not using it at the moment. I do want to start using it for like referrals and stuff, because I don't think that I want to really do something where I'm like selling or like helping sellers and buyers. Like, I don't think that that's something that I really want to do. And again, it's just one of those things where it's like, I obtained it, I was going to, and then I don't think that that's something that I really want to do. But I also didn't want to, you know, make the same, not really a mistake, but I didn't want to go through the same thing of like feeling like I went through school and not using my degree. So what I did was just say that I wanted to use my license for like referrals and stuff. So that license will be put to use, trust and believe. So the next thing, as far as like career wise or like content creation wise, is of course being a content creator. And so I've just really been enjoying like creating content recently. I have been doing TikTok and Instagram reels and stuff, and I would do like posts here and there, but I've really been enjoying the space and the time of like the world of content creation, because I think that it's such a creative way to put your ideas into video form, because you see a lot of people say, oh well, you put your ideas onto paper, like writing and stuff, like how people write, you know, books and all these type of things. But content creation is just putting your ideas into video form. And I think I'm such a visual person already, and so I think that is so important, and I think it's so cool that I can just see my ideas transform into a video, and like other people's ideas transform into a video. And so I've just really been pushing hard to make content creation my full-time job as well. Like, I've obviously, like I said, have been getting like small little collaborations, and not, I wouldn't even really say small because they are really big accomplishments, but you know, I've been getting gifted collaborations or like smaller payments from content creation, and it may not be $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, but you know, it's something to show that I am progressing from where I used to be. Because I do, like I said, go back and look at like my old videos and my old posts, and I'm like, wow, like I've really made it far, like in my journey of like, you know, doing a 360 as a woman of God, and doing a 360 of being a content creator. Like, my editing style is different. I feel more confident to talk in front of a camera now than what I used to. I don't feel like it's as awkward as it used to be. So I've just been constantly progressing, and this is just something that I've always even told my husband, like, if I got the opportunity, like, and I'm trying to do that now, like, I'm going to do content creation full time. Like, I'm going to make it my full-time job. I'm going to make income from social media, because there's just no other way around it. Like, I've already put my mind to it. If I said I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So here we are, and we're back making YouTube videos. And again, that is just so exciting and just unbelievable to say, because I really did think, though, that I was not coming back to YouTube. I really did think that I was just at a standstill, for real. Another piece of like my career journey that I kind of want to touch on a little bit, because I don't really want to talk much about it, because I really haven't done anything. Just wrote down my ideas, like started on the name and like the logo and things like that. I kind of want to start a Christian clothing brand, but that's still in the works right now. Just, you know, an idea that's there, and that idea will come to life. Yeah, but right now it's just, you know, you need capital to start some of that stuff up, and the Lord is going to bless very soon for me to be able to do that. So y'all just stay on the lookout for my clothing company. There are so many different benefits to creating content, and I think that, like I said, from the past of like starting in content creation, and really my content creation started on YouTube. Like, I wasn't even making short form videos back then. Like, I was doing long form content. Like, that was my content creation. But obviously now I feel like the reason why short form content is so popular now is because we do have a short attention span. A lot of people have a very short attention span. So most people are on, you know, TikTok and Instagram because of the fact that they're shorter form videos, and the attention span rate is just much lower. So I think that most of the time people only really come on YouTube when they literally sit down and say, I'm about to do something. I want to watch a long form content video, or I just want to watch a long form video, whatever. Like, I don't think it's just something where, if that makes sense, like you just pick up your phone and you just sit and scroll like, oh, I'm bored, just gonna scroll and see what's, no. That's not how I feel like people look at YouTube anymore. Like, it's okay, I need to sit down, make sure I'm not doing anything before I watch this type video. Because even people are starting to shorten their YouTube videos. I seen a girl, she did one of my favorite YouTubers on here, actually, she did a video that was like 11 minutes long. And truly, YouTube videos used to at least be like 30 to 40 minutes. Like, I know I was making videos that would last like 40 minutes, like running out of storage because my video is so long. And this video may be that long. Yeah, this video is already 44 minutes. So I know people used to do very, very long forms of content. And I understand that, like, some people do this because of the fact that people's attention span just isn't there. But again, I don't really want to go that route with my YouTube channel. Like, I want to still stick to like the things that I've done in the past, and that's just creating long form content. Like, this is literally what YouTube is. And no shade to like one of my favorite YouTubers, like, in her content, even other people's content, because it's not just her. But I just think that YouTube should be, you know, longer videos. And so, because I love popping on a video like while I'm washing dishes. Like, I don't want to have to, it takes me a long time sometimes to fold up clothes or to wash dishes, longer than 10 or 11 minutes. But I don't want to have to stop and dry my hands off just to sit there and find another video. I want to be able to watch an hour long, 40-minute, 30-minute type video. So that is just one thing that I've said that I was going to continue to do, is to create longer videos. And if a video calls for it to be a little bit shorter, then okay. But I think that for the most part, I really want my videos to stay at a long form style. So I'm sure I got completely off track, but what we're supposed to be talking about is why I want to take content creation serious. And one of the benefits is financial freedom. I mean, like I said, I really do love creating content, but I do understand that creating content or social media in general has such a benefit for so many financial goals that people have. Like, you see people on TikTok say, just made 10K this month. You know, I'm on track to make 5K this month from social media. Like, it's literally crazy how much money you can make on social media. And that comes from UGC, something that I do on my TikTok and my Instagram. UGC videos, creating videos for brands. Also getting monetized. I haven't been monetized yet from like either YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, but getting to that point where you can do that. TikTok Shop affiliate, getting affiliate links to other different types of things, getting on these apps where you're making money, getting on, I don't know, like I'm in a Discord now with a brand, like they're gonna have paid opportunities come. Like there's just so many endless possibilities of making money with social media. And so it's just, I look at that and I'm like, I've been creating content for how long? For 8 years. I started 8 years ago. Like I have the proof to show y'all. I started 8 years ago. And I'm like, I've created content for this long. And for this long, I could have made money. And so now I just decided to take that serious because I'm an adult now. I have adult, things to take care of. And so, social media can literally pay for so many things. They can pay for your bills. They can pay for you to buy a new car. They can pay for you to go take that trip that you want to take, to put money in your savings. Like literally endless possibilities with content creation. And not even just the financial part of it, but you can literally find so many brand events to go to, get invited to so many brand events, get invited to so many, just a lot of things that I've personally seen influencers get invited to. And I've even had an invite recently to do something. And it wasn't the craziest thing, but it's just the fact that, it's just, they asked me to do it. And so I think that that's really a part where I'm like, wow, like what I'm doing is really paying off. Because sometimes it can get to a point where it's like, dang, I'm making all these videos, like I'm doing everything, like I'm trying. And then you get to that point where it's like, should I quit? And that was literally my thoughts last week. Like I promise you, I'm like not even lying. That was like, I thought about it. Like at this point, I just feel like I'm gonna quit because I feel like I'm supporting, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm making the videos, I'm posting, I tried to post consistently, and I'm just not seeing anything. But then I get an email, or I get a comment on my video, and it's like you never know who's watching. Just when you think somebody's not watching, they're watching. And so I'm just starting to take content creation a lot serious. And so I think that from here on out, like I'm gonna give it all that I got, and at the end of the day, whether I make money or not, it's okay, because I know that I know who my provider is, I know who my helper is. And so it is what it is. I love creating content at the end of the day. I love connecting with so many people that are not even from Alabama, where I am, like just people all over the world. I even looked at some of my analytics on my thing, and I have people watching my stuff from like Europe or like Jamaica or like Africa. And it's just so crazy, again, how social media can reach so many people. Like I'm in a whole other country and it's reaching other people in other countries. Mind-blowing. So that's just, one of the things that, the reason why I want to take content creation serious again. And also it can bring creativity to life. Like I said, I have so many creative thoughts in my mind that I want to just put into video form. And so I just think that this is the perfect opportunity, especially with YouTube, to put my creative thoughts into video, whether it's short form or it's long form. And this kind of goes into what I just said as well, but gaining a community across the world is also another reason why I want to take content creation seriously, because you need more than just the people here. Like it's good to have your circle, it's good to have your your community, like literally local, but I think it's so important to also reach other people, because I think also with my goal of wanting to work with brands and stuff, my personal goal, that brands want to also see, can you cater to other people that aren't local, that aren't just around you? Like, can you gain their attention? Can you keep their attention? And so that is just something where I'm like, I really need to take this serious. I really want to take content creation serious, because I think that just having that community is so important, not even just here, but everywhere else too. And the last reason why I want to take content creation serious again is because of the many peers that I have and friends that I have that are in the same space that I'm in. I just think that seeing like one of my good friends, Shari, and one of my friends, Carly, like they're two people that do content creation, and I think that they are just so good at content creation, and just so beautiful. And my friend Carly, she does like so many amazing like videos, and like they're just so cinematic and so beautiful. Like it just makes you want to pick up your phone and just start recording. Like she makes you feel like that. And Shari, she's beautiful too. Like she makes you want to tap into your luxury side. So there's so much inspiration around me, and just not even them, but other people that, you know, that I'm not, you know, close with at all. Like I don't really know like that in person, but just to see them and see what they're doing as far as their content, it makes me want to pick up my phone, pick up my camera, and just start creating content. Because it's like, if they can do it, I can do it too. And I think it's so important, again, when it comes to community, to have these people around you and to be able to see these things, not to compare yourself, but to look at them and, you know, gain inspiration. Like, you know, what can I do better? Why did my video, and this could be a whole separate video too, but why did my video do this way, but their video did this way? Is there something that I can work on, you know? And I think that that's really important too. And just having that community, and then they can build you up the same way that you can build them up, because we all need support here and there. And, you know, too, to get your video pushed out, you want to also just have people, you know, supporting your video and supporting you and liking and commenting and sharing and following, like all of those different types of things. So it's so important to have a community, you know, digital, because you need that to, you know, get those brand deals, to get those paid brand deals and all different types of things. But UGC is a different story, and that's a whole different other video too that I could talk about, but this video is already going on long enough. So we're nearing the end of our video, and this is the last thing that we're going to talk about today. So what I think y'all should expect to see moving forward is just more of me, obviously. Like, I know I ghosted y'all for 2 years. Like, I'm sorry. I know that I've been a bad YouTube friend, but I'm back. And so y'all could just expect to see a lot more of me, a lot more of authenticity, a lot more of just so many fun things that I just plan to do, and things that I have going on, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff. And we're just gonna vibe out together. And so, you know, there's gonna be some happy times or maybe some down times, but that's okay, because we're just going through life together, because everything is not perfect, but the Lord is good, and he's just always taking care of us. And so I'm just really excited to, you know, see where my content is going to take off to, and really just this year in general. Like, I've gained a lot of followers on my TikTok. Like, it feels like you haven't really made a lot of progress until you go back and look at how much you've grown. Like, my content has gotten better, my thumbnails on my TikTok has gotten better. Like, there's just so many like little growth milestones that I've made, and I kind of want to start setting like little mini goals to get to, or little mini tasks to get to my next goal. Like, right now my goal for TikTok is to reach 5K, and I'm sitting at 4.4K, and I'm gonna do a giveaway at 5K too. And then my goal for Instagram is to get to 1K, and I'm currently sitting at 794 maybe, let me check. 793. Somebody unfollowed, but that's okay. Like, people follow, it's fine. Like, again, we will find our community. But my goal there is 1K, and my goal here for YouTube probably would be 1K as well, or maybe 500, because I kind of want to do little baby goals. So I think I'm sitting at 162 on here on YouTube. I mean, my sub goal probably would be 500 to start, since I'm at 162. I think that's a safe goal right there. Y'all should just expect to see like cute little fun things, like going to the park, or you know, going out to go get coffee, you know, some home stuff, like nighttime stuff, like morning stuff, just so many different things. Like I just really want to take y'all along with me, and show y'all my life. And you know, I think that's another thing too, is just the balance too of being a content creator, because you want to show some things, but you also don't want to show your whole life, you know what I mean, like show all of your business. So I think that I'm just going to have to sit down and like write down everything of how, like what I want to record, and you know, just really plan out my content stuff, because that'll also help me to stay on track with posting, and you know, just keeping in touch with you guys. So my videos won't be this long. Like I plan to keep them at a minimum like 25 to 30 minutes probably, if that. Like shoot, I'm talking about saying mine probably will start being at 15-11 minutes, because I do also understand, like as a content creator too, you have to see what's working, and you don't want to do something that isn't really working. So I'm trying to balance out like doing what I want to do, but also, you know, doing what I know is working, because I do have certain goals that I want to get to. So we're just gonna figure everything else out along the way together. And lastly, what you guys should expect to see from me is just consistency. Like I plan on being consistent. I have a goal for this month of May to be consistent with posting on YouTube, and I should make a few little goals too for TikTok. Again, one of them is 5K, but probably some other little mini goals to do as far as like helping myself get to 5K. So setting little mini tasks and goals for the task and goals of the bigger, like if that makes sense. I don't know, but y'all, we're gonna figure everything out together. I know this video is kind of probably like all over the place, but I kind of wanted to just separate everything so you guys knew what I was talking about. So just expect me to be consistent, and prayerfully, you know, everything just works out how I expect it to. And I'm just so excited to have you guys along with me. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment down below again, and subscribe, and share this with your friends, because I definitely want to again find my community and just want more people along for the journey. So I will see you guys later. Bye my besties.